I definitely have the cold voice, the amazing radio DJ voice going on right now, you know? But it is actually kind of miserable, and just being sick actually reminds me just the fragility of life and the ethereal nature of just being in a body that comes with it. And honestly, I'm one of those pathetic guys that don't do so hot when I get sick. Like, it just, yeah, I'm pretty pathetic, which is okay. But have been hunkered down in bed all day. And wanted to tell you, though, one of my favorite being sick stories. So it was way, way back in college, and there was a girl that I really, really liked, and we had this thing where you could send mail to one another after a certain hour. And we had been talking earlier in the day just about some of our healthy, lifestyle choices, like putting water on cereal and eating multivitamins. And she had asked if I had ever eaten seaweed or had seaweed pills before, and of course, no. And she said, "Well, I'll send you some tonight." So I got a nice little care package, and in the care package, it contained a baggie of seaweed pills and a note that said, "Take all the pills at once." And I remember reading that part going, "Take all the pills at once." And I don't know, maybe 20, maybe 15, I don't remember what it was. But it was a lot of pills. And I remember passing the note around to my roommates and basically saying, is this, am I reading this right? And another weird thing about the school that I went to is they turned the phones off after a certain hour. But, so I wasn't able to call her and say, "Am I supposed to be taking all these pills at once?" Well, I took all the pills at once because I really like this girl. And, I didn't want to not follow the instructions on her note. And I remember right before going to bed, it just started welling up, just the pain. And just the queasiness and the just, yeah, downright terrible feeling, and of course that caused me to run immediately to the bathroom, and this way and that way and all the different ways. Those seaweed pills were detoxifying and cleansing anything that I had inside of me. Well, it got so bad that I actually had to go to the infirmary or the hospital on campus. My roommates, though, in the process, decided to call her in the morning and basically tell her that she had killed their roommate, me. And so she had ended up sending another care package to the infirmary. And it did say that I was supposed to eat all the seaweed pills, but this time it had just the driest, most disgusting crackers available to get better. But anyway, she was a lovely person. Where this gets strange at is, of course, back in those days, you call your parents. And so called my parents. My mom found out about me eating seaweed pills. She goes, "Oprah was just talking about people who have overdosed on seaweed pills." And yeah. So I could have been a statistic on Oprah, I guess, is the moral of the story. There's not really a moral of the story outside of, we've all had sick stories. That's not counting food poisoning, which I will spare you from. It reminds us that we're frail. It reminds us that our existence is temporary, and that's actually okay, because that puts value. There's actually quite a bit of value in life of things that are rare or value, or there's not a lot of, so time does that for us. But yeah, I'm just going to keep getting better here. I'm going to crawl back into bed. I am going to sleep really, really well. And even though I really enjoy the deep, sultry voice that I have right now, hopefully you'll be able to tell in the next couple videos that this is getting better. So wherever you're at, hope you're doing well. And you, me, tomorrow, a better version of me, better version of you. I'll see you then. Bye.